Hi, I'm Brittany, and today's video will be about time management as a dental student. A lot of time, people ask me, Brittany, how do you manage going to dental school but having a YouTube channel as well? Well, that's the #1 tip. You need to prioritize things. So whatever you prioritize will get done. So like I said, my example is YouTube. That's why I have time to have YouTube. Okay, and this guy goes to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. That's right, 5 to 6 times. So that's his priority, and that's how he gets to go to the gym. This girl prioritizes naps. After class, she takes naps, so that's why she can be more energized to start studying. The next tip is to plan ahead. For example, next week we have midterms week, and our lab project is due on Monday. But because we're thinking ahead and planning ahead, then we're gonna try and finish this before it gets really busy. The third tip is to set a daily schedule. Every time I go home, I take 2 hours to myself. That may seem a lot, but that really helps me wind down. Like, I eat, I shower, I watch YouTube videos, and I take a nap. And this helps me get very in the zone when I have to study. Last tip is that it's okay to make sacrifices. You're a human, and it's totally fine to not have everything and not be perfect. For example, right now, it's almost 6 p.m. We're not done with our project, so we are sacrificing our dinner time. Another thing that you might have to sacrifice is your sleep. The fact of the matter is, we can't get 8 hours a night. I'm even lucky to get 6 hours a night, but that's okay, because you know what? We're all in this together. All of us, dental students. So now it's time for our question and answer portion of this video. So the first question is from, by the way, these questions are from Instagram, and yes, I did write them down. Okay, so the first question comes from Courtney._.ann. She asked, how do you create a study timetable and what do you do to stick to it? The thing about study timetables is that a lot of the times it's very hard to go and do all the things that you wanted to do. But I think the main trick is trying to see what you yourself are capable of. For example, you wouldn't want to put like 10 items if you knew that like you're not going to work fast enough. So I would say just try to rearrange your schedule so you could have 5 things that you could do, or even 3 or 2 things that you could do, but at least you'd finish it. This question is from Karadenia. They asked, how do you remember everything you've learned for the future? And has there ever been a time where you were so overwhelmed with work that you didn't know which direction to take next? For the learning everything and remembering it for the future, that is still something that I need to work on. Really easy just to cram everything and just let it go, but we do have national boards tests coming up, so I'm going to have to work on that. To be honest. But the next part is she asked, has there ever been a time when you were overwhelmed all the time? Usually the night before pathology test, I have a mental breakdown. I don't show that in the vlogs because, you know, that's kind of distressing. But trust me, my life on YouTube is not really completely what my real life is like. So I've been there, done that. It's okay, we'll get through this together. The next question is from CJOCEE_. And they ask, how much time should you spend studying for quizzes or tests, and how far in advance should you study? So for quizzes, I usually like to study maybe a day or 2 in advance. Depends on how heavy that quiz is. But if we have pathology quizzes and they're really dense, so we pretty much have to start studying like several days before. For tests, I used to try to start studying like 2 weeks in advance, but you know, now that it's D2 year, it's kind of difficult for us to do that, so I'm still working on it too. And the last question is from Diana.avrd, and Diana asks, how do you manage time between studying for theoretical classes and practice for lab classes? So this is a big thing that we all struggle with, but the thing is, in our school we have lab tests and quizzes, but they're not so frequently. So I would say a good way is to practice frequently. Don't care about if your classmates barely practice, because you know everyone's different. It's okay to practice more. And yeah, so just plan in advance so you know that you have enough time to practice for that lab test. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this unique style. I don't know if I'm going to do this again because it was kind of difficult, but I hope you guys enjoyed the change of scenery that was different from my bedroom and in my lab. See you guys in the next video. Bye! That was not fluid.